Now in this video, I really want to talk about sort of what you're going to be dealing with as the decentralized entertainment industry starts to sort of gain its footing. Let's say that. It's an inevitable thing. It was always going to happen, but especially now things have been accelerated. And that's mainly because of the mainstream and their own doing. It's reminiscent of what's going or what happened with Blockbuster getting way too cocky. I think they even had an opportunity to buy out Netflix, and we know what happened to them. And Hollywood, between their actors and actresses and directors and producers and them having things to say that are negatively about their actual supporters and their fans, and even half of the voting population in some cases as well. Between that just general bad content as well, people now more than ever are looking to alternatives for in several different entertainment industries, be it in film, comics, everything else, music, everything. And as of recently, which nobody really saw coming, it just goes to show that, look, word of mouth is something that is going to be very, very useful. And it still is. They can pump all this money into marketing. And that's not to say that it doesn't help them. I wouldn't be foolish enough to say that. However, word of mouth and Riververse is a prime example of that. Is certainly something that is going to benefit you a lot, definitely as an alternative. And you have this person right here over at Rolling Stone said, Sound of Freedom, QAnon tangled thriller about child trafficking is designed to appeal to the conscience of a conspiracy-addled boomer. Now, that's an interesting take on this. And now this film, for you guys that may not know about it, it is this anti-sort of child trafficking film. I believe it's loosely based on even some true stories. And you've seen these people have some very interesting things to say. I think The Guardian, Washington Post as well had some interesting things to say about this as well. Look at this headline from the Rolling Stone: How Cuties is Fueling the Far Right's Obsession with Pedophilia. And it's such a weird thing to lead with, because you'd think any rational individual would be against that. But because these guys are such contrarians, and this is why I'm trying to get, this is going to be a very difficult thing, to try to get people still, despite this, we're moving into the age of decentralization, there are still folks holding on to the idea that at some point things are going to shift. And you need to understand just how much these people hate you. These people hate you so much, they despise you so much, that they are willing to side with something that is objectively bad if it means taking it to you. So just because, what I mean by that, I'm not saying that they're pro-pedo. Some of them may be, but that's not the claim it is that I'm making. What I'm more so saying is they've aligned that with that being against that. They've now aligned that with the quote unquote right, with basically the people that they feel are their political and ideological enemies. And so they've assigned you that as as something that you want to identify with. Therefore, they're going to take the opposite side of it regardless. It's just prime contrarianism. And, you know, you see this thing, I don't know if you guys remember, not too long ago, some from Peaky Blinders that I guess the Ron DeSantis campaign played, and they came out, made all this hoopla about, oh, we don't approve of how this was used. These guys hate y'all, bro. They hate y'all a lot. And this is where the adjustments have to get made. Don't y'all get sort of tired of that. Me personally, I love to see alternatives, certainly in an independent space, doing something and that they're not supposed to do, and seeing the success that they're supposedly not supposed to see. I love to see that, and I think there's going to be a lot more of that. But what's going to happen in turn is these guys are going to work overtime. They're going to work themselves to death to knock you, disrespect you, delegitimize your efforts. That's what they exist to do. So it doesn't surprise me that the Rolling Stones of the world are going to play that angle, because this is something that is near and dear, especially as of late, to folks that they think it aligns more so with the right. They don't like you guys so much, they'll take the opposite side. It happened with this cutie situation as well, which is what some people had brought up. So Post Millennial brought that up as well, with like Rolling Stone as well as Washington Post, and the positive things that they had to say about that absolute filth. Yet here they are trying to demean and disrespect, let's say, this. And it's namely because these were created by the people that they deem as the undesirables. You're not supposed to do that. This industry belongs to them. So how dare you come up out of nowhere and you actually, in some cases, outpace Indiana Jones. These guys hate y'all, and I just want y'all to act accordingly. That's all.